Nothing to be nervous
Okay.
about. Just gonna have a life-changing experience.
Hope so. Or
Okay, so first of all, just to make sure it's okay that I put this on YouTube, social media, my site, all those other places. Okay, great.
yes, it was kind of hard to get myself to notice good things to remember it. I don't know if that
It was only the first
means that.
time. It's okay. Only the beginning of the journey.
Yeah. Um. And also, I had a lot of stuff that I was doing. Like, I visited my dad,
Mm-hmm.
um, which was all right.
Okay, good.
Um, and oh man, I know this is my homework, but I don't. Especially like the first day, uh, I was well, I was relating to like my friends deeper, which was cool,
Mm-hmm.
and I was happy about that. Um,
And your visit to your dad was good?
yeah, it was all right.
Okay. So what aspect do you want to work on this week?
Yeah. Mm, oh man, let's see. Maybe I apologize. I'm tired.
That's okay. Maybe we should go into the whole relationship with your mom, since that seems to be the strongest part, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh boy. Okay.
Okay. So when you think about meeting with your mom, what does it feel like?
Um, like I'm really angry at her, but I couldn't show it.
Okay.
But also, I mean, I couldn't get too mad at her, otherwise it'd just be silly. Um,
What do you mean by silly?
uh, it would um, it would make me feel bad and stuff. And it doesn't seem like she really deserves it because she's just, a human.
Okay, let's rephrase this. We're not trying to make you angry at your mom or cut off your relationship with your mom. We're trying to improve your relationship with your mom so that when you go there, you don't feel the anger, you don't feel the stupidity at being angry at her and the defeatedness that you're never getting with her anyway and she's just human and so you shouldn't hold anything against her. We're trying to make it a type of relationship where you enjoy being with her and she enjoys
That's a
being
good
with
idea.
you. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
That's where we want to go to. So we're not playing the blame game over here.
That's what I was doing. I'm sorry.
No, 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 that's fine. It's what most people do. Okay? Most people get it like that. The point is that you're at point A over here, which is the point where at this point you can't necessarily feel like you can be yourself with your mom, right? And you feel that
Yeah.
if you are yourself with your mom's going to come down on you, and then you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to feel like you can't really be angry at her, and it becomes this cycle where you don't feel yourself, and she gets angry, and we don't want that cycle. We want to get you to point B, where you're happy being with your mom's happy with being with you, and you have a good relationship with her. Okay?
Okay.
Now, when I work with couples, I will often tell them that we never know where it's going to go to because as you change the way that you react, the other person it has to change the way that they react because they're expecting a certain reaction from you. They don't get that reaction anymore, and then they have to change the reaction. It can mean that they will move away because they want that reaction not getting anymore, or it can mean that they're going to change to fit the way that you react now and that you'll have a better relationship. With a parent and child, it's usually different. That's the way that I like to think about parent-child relationships because there's a certain bond between a parent and a child which you don't break. That's my personal opinion. It could be that not everyone holds that opinion, but I think that most parents, if you'd ask them, would say that. Okay? So what it means is that as you change the way that you react, she will change the way that she reacts because she loves you and she wants you in her life. The same way that you want her in your life, correct? Am I assuming anything or is that correct?
It's correct.
Okay. You say that with a little bit of hesitancy. Is there a hesitancy there?
Because I have thought a lot about how I don't want her in my life.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you not want her in your life because of the way she acts to you now? Or do you not want her in your life, period?
You cut out, but I think it's because of the way she acts. And like because I'm kind of also because emotionally, like there's this kind of strange relationship where like I'm I think like I'm all like worried about like what's going on in her head, and then she's worried about me, but and so like and she'll like project all these things to worry about.
Okay, you do realize what you've just said, though, right?
Can you play it back to me?
There's a lack of communication. You're wondering what she's thinking in her head. She's projecting about what she thinks you're feeling, but neither of you are really communicating with each other. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get it to a point where you can communicate to each other.
Oh, jeez.
What? Is that scary?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's an unknown, but have you ever seen other kids interact with their mothers where you're saying to yourself, I wish that I had that relationship with my mom?
I could imagine it.
You can imagine it. The type of relationship you'd like to have with her.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's what we want. As long as you can imagine it, you can get it. Okay? The first step is knowing what it is that you want. From there, we move on. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that she's right in front of you right now.
Okay.
Okay? And you need to talk to her about something. What comes up inside of you as you think about this feeling, I need to talk to her?
I guess it's easy enough. It depends on what I have to talk to her about.
Worst possible topic. Topic that you know she's going to blow up and start calling you that Satan's inside of you and that you're going to burn in hell and...
Oh boy.
Okay, one of those topics.
I'm nervous. I don't think she'll. Yeah, I don't feel like I could communicate to her. I couldn't pierce through the projections.
Okay, is it okay to work on this?
Yeah.
Is it safe to work on it?
Yes.
Is there any reason why you might want to keep it?
Um, I guess uh, it keeps me safe or something. Um,
How strong is that feeling that it keeps you safe?
3.
Okay, let's first work on getting rid of that feeling safe from something.
Okay.
Because do you believe that it really keeps you safe from something? Or it's a
Uh, it's just
projection
avoiding.
avoiding? Okay, so it keeps you safe from those bad feelings, are you saying?
Yeah.
If so, if I get rid of it, you're afraid you're going to have all those bad feelings. Because that you're no longer going to avoid it. Is that correct?
Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Close your eyes, feet flat on the ground, hands on your lap. Breathe in, let out with a sigh. One more time. Breathe in, let out with a sigh. And I want you to go to a safe place. I want you to go to a place where you feel utterly, totally, and completely safe. It can be from your past, it can be from your future, it can be your imagination, from a book or from a movie. Doesn't make a difference somewhere. The only important thing is that when you go into there, you're feeling totally, utterly, and completely safe. Can you think about a place like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and as you think about that place, and as you put yourself into that place, I want you to notice how there's a good feeling forming inside your body. Go ahead and point to where you feel that good feeling.
Here, here, here.
Good, beautiful. And I want you to notice that there's a color or set of colors attached to that feeling. What's that set of colors or color?
Very light blue.
Light blue. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in that light blue energy. Breathe into your whole entire body, to every single cell, right down to the level of the DNA, in between the cells, filling you up from the tips of your toes all the way up to the tip of your head, from the tips of your fingers up through your shoulders, until it starts to overflow out. And as it overflows out, I want you to notice that it's spinning. Which way is it spinning?
Clockwise. Or counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise or clockwise?
Counterclockwise.
I want you to notice how it's spinning faster and faster and doubling in speed, doubling in amplitude, doubling in magnitude, creating this big, enormous force field all around you. When you got it, go ahead and put your hands out and touch that light blue force field to make sure it's there. Perfect. Keep it, because we're going to be using it throughout the session. And now what I want you to do is I want you to go back into that feeling of nervousness, that feeling of, she's going to give it to me now. I'm going to feel all those bad feelings. And as you're feeling that feeling, I want you to notice as there's a certain point in your body where you begin to feel it. Go ahead and point to that place. Okay, I want you to notice there's a color attached to it. What's the color?
Red.
Red. Do you notice if there's any shape, texture, volume attached to it?
Like an arrow. Upside down.
Is it inside your body, outside your body, or somewhere in between?
Inside my body.
I want you to focus and go deep, deep down into that red arrow that's upside down inside your body by your chest, solar plex, stomach area. And as you go there, go even deeper down like through the wings of time, through an eye of a needle, back through the years to the very first time, very first event, very first occurrence that has everything to do with that feeling that you're feeling. And first impression, are you indoors or outdoors?
On indoors.
First impression, daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime.
First impression, are you alone or with others?
I'm with my mom.
The hand, are they big boy hand, little boy hands?
Little.
How old are you there?
I can't tell.
What's going on in the scene?
My mom's yelling at me, I guess. Or she's looking at me.
As you're there, I want you to ask that little Ken, is this the first time that he felt this feeling? Is it a familiar feeling, like an old friend?
Oh, it's familiar.
Okay, ask him to point to where he feels it. Okay, ask him what color it is.
It's purple red.
Ask him what shape it is.
Like a stick.
Ask him to go deep, deep down into the center core energy of that purple red stick in the area of his chest, solar plexus. And when he gets there, ask him to go even further down, like to an eye of a needle, back through the years and the wings of time, to the very first time, very first event, very first occurrence that has everything to do with that feeling that he's feeling. And first impression, daytime or nighttime?
Daytime.
First impression, indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
First impression, alone or with others?
Alone. With my mom.
What's going on over there?
She's yelling at me.
And how old are you there?
Young.
Are you older than the last one or older? Younger, older?
Younger.
Okay. Ask that younger version of yourself, is this the first time that he felt it? Or is it a familiar feeling?
There's gotta be something earlier.
That's what he says. Okay. So what I want you to do is take that younger Ken with you, younger version of you. I want you to enter this pearly dome room. And in this room, I want you to notice there's this big fire pit with a flame in the middle. And this fire pit flame is a really, really good flame. It doesn't hurt anybody. It just transforms, changes less than positive things and turns them into positive things. And on the walls, I want you to notice that they're little squares. And the important thing about these squares is that half of them are one color and half of them are another color. And you instinctively, intuitively know that one of those colors represents all the positive things about your relationship with your mom, and the other color represents all the less than positive things about your mom with your relationship with her. What I want you to do is the two of you together choose one of those pieces of whatever it is, those squares on the wall, and pull it down. And as you do, I want you to notice there's a feeling inside of you that sort of begins to shift and to change. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, now take that piece, smash it, crash it, smush it, tear it, do whatever you need to do to it in order to change it. Get it all out, that's right. Both of you together. know you got it, when you know it's changed, when you know you totally transmuted it, take it and throw it into that fire pit. Feel that energy surge up as it burns, changes, transmutes it into something positive, and breathe in that good light blue energy, that safe energy that's given off from the flame. And what I want you to do is to take off all the rest of those squares with that same color that represents less than positive things about your relationship with your mom. Just take them all off, make sure you get them all. Some of them like to hide. You can do the work together, or if you take one side of the room, put it all into a pile in the center. As you're doing it, notice all the changes and the shifts inside your body and his body. Okay, take them all and then smash them, crash them, change them, do whatever you need to do to them in order to totally transmute them and change them. And as you're doing it, notice how the feelings are changing inside your body and inside the younger version of your body. Notice all the shifts, the changes as everything gets transmuted and transformed into something positive.
Okay.
Okay, now
And
take
throw it in
it
the fire?
and throw it in the fire, exactly. Feel that light blue energy come up from the smoke. Breathe it in. Feel the positive energy as all those things have been transformed, changed, and transmuted into something positive. And then notice how the flames, together with all the rest of those little squares on the wall, the ones that represent the positive things, form together to create this power net of wallpaper all around you with positive feelings. All the feelings that you want between a mom and son. All the feelings that you've always wanted from your mom. And just breathe it in and feel it as strong as you can. And now, Ken, I want you to take that younger version of you, step back out. And then I want you to go into the future as I count to 5, back to the present time right now. 1, coming closer. 2, going back to the present time, but staying in your trance. 3, 4, 5, right over here. And now what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to look through your chronological mind, and I want you to go back to the very first version of Ken who suffered from this feeling. But I want you to go back as your present self, your present adult self, who has gained all this wisdom, all this knowledge, and who has made it through, who is still alive, still well, and focusing on healing himself. And go back to that very first version, younger version of yourself. But I want you to go back to 5 minutes before it actually happened, before you had that first experience of your mom scolding you, giving you that look that shows that you're some sort of demon, something that you're going to regret afterwards. So 5, getting closer and closer there. 4, going back through the years. 3 on the wings of time, 2 back to that very first occurrence 5 minutes earlier, 1, poof, you're back there right now. It doesn't make a difference if you know what age it is or not. Your subconscious mind does. What I want you to do is I want you to tell that younger version of Ken before anything happened, number 1, that it's okay. He made it through. You're an adult now, and you're still alive, and you're learning how to thrive. Tell him also that here in the future, you have special tools, special powers, and you know how to change the past. And then what I want you to do is I want you to tell him all the things that he needs to know in order to be able to understand, to survive, and to thrive throughout his life. Tell him all those things. Let it go all the way down to the level of the DNA so that you can then replay your life with all that new information, seeing how all the changes take place, knowing that you now have the information that you have now. So go ahead and tell him all those things. And make sure that you also tell him that no matter what happens in life, you will never, ever, 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 ever be alone, because you're always going to be right there with him. You're always going to be hugging him, loving him, accepting him, forgiving him, guiding him, showing him the way of least resistance to get to where he wants to get to. Go ahead and tell him all those things and let me know when you're done with the little nod of your head. Okay, perfect. And now what I want you to do is with him, go through your whole timeline all the way till today and notice all the changes that take place. Notice how things change as he has that new knowledge that's expressed from the level of the DNA instantaneously and naturally without having to think about it. Just like his hair grows without thinking, just like your fingernails grow without thinking, just like you breathe without thinking. So all this new information is automatically expressed from the level of DNA all the way to the level of thought and knowledge at the time that's necessary. And any feelings that arise, just feel them. As you reveal them, you feel them. As you feel them, you heal them. It's okay. I'm right here with you. We're in a safe place. We can watch all these things change. And let me know when you've done it.
Okay.
Okay, and I want you to play it over again and again and again at the speed of thought. Not 10 times, not 100 times, but thousands and millions of times till it totally rewrites anything that might have been written there before.
Okay.
Okay, and now Kim, I want you to do is go back to that youngest version of you and see your mom in the picture. What's the expression on your mom's face now?
Like, kind of, I guess cool.
what's the expression on the face of little Ken?
Curious.
Okay. Do you feel a feeling of love inside of you?
No.
Can you feel a feeling of love inside of you right now, the present day you?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to point to where you feel it. In your shoulders. I want yours has a color to it. What's the color?
Pink.
I want you to pull all that pink energy out. Keep it, but pull it all out. Every last drop, we want to use it all. Okay, now what yours has a spin to it. Which way is it spinning?
Clockwise.
I want you to take it by the two sides, and I want you to spin it even faster in that direction, and double the speed, double the amplitude, double the magnitude, double the frequency. Keep doubling it over and over again until you know it can only get better and better and bigger. And as it's getting better and better, bigger and bigger, watch it grow bigger and bigger to encompass you, that little version of Ken, and his mom from that age. Okay, I want you to look at your mom. I want you to whisper into her ear something that you need to tell her a long, long time ago. Maybe still need to tell her, but never had a chance to, or never felt that you could.
Okay.
And now listening back to something that she needed to tell you, but she never could.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, do you want to hug her and hold her inside your heart? So take her, bring her right in, put it right tight in your heart where she belongs. And now take little Ken, hold him tight, and tell him something that he needed to hear a long time ago, but there was no one there to tell him there at the time. And listens back something that he needed to tell you such a long time ago, but you weren't there to tell him to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bring him right into your heart and ask him if there's something that he wanted to tell his mom at the time but wasn't able to, but now in this nice safe place inside your heart where she is also, and he could tell her easily. Is there anything he wants to tell her? Hey, did he tell her?
Yeah.
And have him listen back to something that his mom needed to tell him but couldn't.
So, close.
Okay.
Okay. And now what I want you to do, Ken, is I want you to tap together with little Ken. Both of you tap at the same time. Both of you see your mom on a stage in your mind and say, I forgive you, Mom,
I forgive you, Mom,
for not being the mom I wanted you to be,
for not being the mom I wanted you to be,
for not treating me the way that I wanted you to treat me,
for not treating me the way I wanted you to treat me,
for not loving me the way I wanted you to love me.
for not loving me the way I wanted you to love me.
I forgive you,
I forgive you,
not because I think you're right,
not because I think you're right,
but because I know you did the best that you could
but because I know you did the best that you could
with what you had inside of you.
with what you had inside of you.
You couldn't give me something
You couldn't give me something
that you didn't have yourself,
that you didn't have yourself.
but I have better tools,
But I have better tools,
and I'm using them to give them to myself,
and I'm using them to give it to myself.
and I'm happy to give it to you too if you want,
And I'm happy to give it to you too if you want.
but I certainly want it for myself.
But I certainly want it for myself.
So I forgive you, Mom,
So I forgive you, Mom,
and I set you free.
and I set you free.
And by setting you free,
And by setting you free,
I set myself free.
I set myself free.
Free to love myself,
Free to love myself,
free to accept myself,
free to accept myself,
free to forgive myself,
free to forgive myself,
free to always see the good in me,
free to always see the good in me,
and to know that it's always there.
and to know that it's always there.
And see your mom on that stage, doing something that's important to her, smiling at you, waving as she slowly disappears from that stage in your mind. And then see these big iron doors open up in front of you, letting in the sunshine. And feel these big iron shackles come off of your ankles. And step out onto the cool grass, feeling the warm sunshine on top of you, energizing you with the energy of the sun. Feel the energy from Mother Earth going up through your feet. Feel yourself energized in all directions to set out in your life, knowing that you're always doing the best that you can and that you're always the good inside of you, all the time. And when you feel that forgiveness, grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. See that picture of little Ken and his mother, where he's curious and she's just cool. see the big force field, light blue force field around all three of you and feel it. And say peace. Okay, Ken, now what I want you to do is I want you to take this new memory that you've created, make it the very best that it can be, so that that relationship between little Ken and his mom is exactly what you would have wanted, exactly what he would have wanted. Can you envision it? Can you see it? Make it even bigger, make it even brighter, make it 5-dimensional, seeing, hearing it, feeling it, smelling it, tasting it, as if you were there right now. And then bring it right into your mind and watch how your neurons create new pathways for this new memory. And then send it down to every single cell inside your body, all the way down to the level of the DNA. And then bring it up to your heart. Watch your heart filling up with a bright white light as this new memory takes full hold, connecting to all the other memories, everything that happened afterwards till today. Watch those neurons lighting up like a Christmas tree, one after another, connecting to that new memory, changing everything in the history. And when you know you got it, take a look back at all those other occasions where your mom had those fights and see what's changed, what's different. Try to bring them back, see what happens instead.
Okay.
So what's going on there now?
It's hard to bring it back because I feel like I feel like it's bygones. Or I'm gonna go back to it.
Well, let's try, because we want to make sure we get it all. Tell you what, imagine you enter into this hallway, and on this hallway you have a bunch of doors, and each door has a number on it, and you intuitively know that that number represents a year in your life. And as you walk through it, I want you to see if any of those doors pull to you, where you can still find an element of that fighting, that uncomfortableness, that fear that you had about talking to your mom.
Yeah.
Which door did you pull to?
Like, I guess. It seems weird, but like Christmas, and I just feel kind of weird about getting presents and stuff.
Okay, that's fine. So what year did you pull to?
1999. That doesn't seem right.
Well, how old were you then?
Like 4.
Okay, so once you enter into that room, and as you enter into that room, you see this big, enormous home personal theater over there with an enormous IMAX screen right in front of you. As you sit down in this chair, because there's only 1 or 2 chairs over there, there's this whole control center right in front of you. And you intuitively know that this control center allows you to control everything that goes on that screen. As you're sitting there watching it, turn on to the exact place where you feel that uncomfortable feeling on Christmas.
Okay.
Okay. And as you see both your mom and you on the screen over there, what's going on?
She's in the dining room. Um, um, hmm. Sorry, it's hard.
It's okay. What's going on? She's in the dining room. What are you doing?
Um, I feel like I'm talking to her, but I don't remember anything about it.
What's the expression?
Hmm. I guess no expression.
What's
Or neutral.
what's the expression on her face?
Neutral.
Okay. As you see that picture, I want you to notice that there's a certain construct that comes to mind that represents that picture. What's the construct?
Uh,
First impression.
it's confused. This is I guess like going along with sort of what someone's saying, even though I don't actually get it.
Okay. Start tapping. I'm going along even though I don't get it.
I'm going along even though I don't get it.
Going along even though I don't get it.
Going along even if I don't get it.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it represents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the
The
sensations.
colors.
Colors.
The images.
The images.
Let it go.
I have
Say,
to
let it go.
love.
Let it go.
Glad to heal.
I'm safe to love.
I let them heal. I let us all heal.
I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to heal.
I love and respect my parents. I know that they
I love and
respect
accept my
me.
parents.
My friends
I know that they do the best for me.
Our love for each other knows no
I
bounds.
love each other.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. Think about that construct that represents that picture that you see between you and your mother. That blank, those blank faces. Or have the blank faces changed?
Well, I kind of see how I wanted to act. Like, where I'm more lighthearted about it, where I'm honest, like that I don't get it, you know?
Mm-hmm. What about your mom?
Yeah.
Is she also like that? Like you would have wanted her to act?
Yeah, usually I would. There's like a fear that, oh, she's going to take it the wrong way.
You still have
And
that
then-
fear. Okay, start tapping. This fear,
This fear.
she's going to take it the wrong way.
She's going to take it the wrong way.
Can't say it.
Can't say it.
She's going to take it the wrong way.
She's going to take it the wrong way.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Say, let it go.
Partner.
Time to let it go.
Safe to let it
Time
go.
to heal. Time to let me heal.
Do I
Time to let me heal.
Time to let it go.
All
I
safe.
love and
I'm
respect
so sorry.
my
Please
parents.
Time
forgive
to
me.
heal.
Thank you. I love you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Wish her the best for you.
I love you. It's safe to be safe. It's
I love
safe to
you.
heal. It's an
It's
old
safe to
program.
be
Don't
safe.
go anymore.
It's an old program.
I thank you for working so hard.
Safe
You
to
said we know
be
how, but time to go now. I'm safe. We're all safe.
It's time to go.
Grab your
We're all
wrist.
good.
Breathe in. Blow out.
I'm in a weird situation where I feel like it is okay to say it, but then like something's holding me back by not being familiar with doing it.
Okay. What's the expression on your mom's face? Does she look like she's going to be able to accept it?
Yeah.
Okay. So start tapping. This feeling,
This feeling.
don't know how to do it.
Don't know how to do it.
It's not me.
It's not me.
I'm so used to the other way.
I'm so used to the other way.
I won't know myself.
I won't know myself.
I won't know her.
I won't know her.
She won't know me.
She won't know me.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
I'll still be me.
I'll still be me.
I'll be the real me.
I'll be the real me.
And she'll still be her.
She'll still be her.
But she'll be the real her.
But she'll be the real her.
The one that's hiding underneath all that other stuff.
The one that's hiding me all underneath all that other stuff.
And if I ever want it back again,
Come again?
if I ever want it back again,
If I ever want it back again,
Ilana can always give it back to me.
Alana can always give it back to me.
Bad and much worse.
That much worse.
She knows how.
She knows how.
So I'll try without it for a while.
So I'll try it without it for a while.
Might be strange at first.
It might be strange at first.
This new way of communicating.
This new way of communicating.
But me and my mom,
Me and my mom,
we can learn together.
we can learn together.
We can figure it out together.
We can figure it out together.
We can make our relationship
We can make our relationship
the best relationship
the best relationship
that we could ever have.
that we could ever have.
And every day,
And every day,
as we learn more,
as we learn more,
it'll become better and better.
it'll become better and better.
It's safe to let everything else go.
It's safe to let everything else go.
It's time to let everything else go.
It's time to let everything else go.
We're all safe.
All safe.
Grab your wrist, breathe in, blow out. Feel that light blue force field. Go back to that memory. Remember that one of that littlest Ken with his mom and that new relationship that they've created way back when. Watch the neurons creating the pathways to there from this new place. And say peace. Okay. Go back and look at the screen again. What's changed there? And what's changed inside of you?
Oh man. I feel like I could build a relationship that ultimately where that's our responsibility or something.
Cool.
And one thing is, I'm a little afraid of her seeing how I see her kind of as neurotic in some ways. Really the big thing is it's hard to say because it might look kind of bad, but just I guess the way that she's her spiritual beliefs, like the way she takes certain things literally. It it seems like kind of like there's fear about telling her about my what I think about that or how I see it. Mm, uh,
Feel the fear. Where do you feel it?
Down here,
What's its color?
red.
Okay.
Yeah,
How strong is it? 0 to 10.
6 or 7.
Can make it stronger. Stronger it is now, faster it's going to go.
Hey,
What did you do inside to make it an 8?
I tried to imagine her handing me her books, and I'm holding in like I'm just trying to avoid showing her that I think this is weird.
Step into her shoes. What is she feeling?
Kind of hyper or a little like embarrassed, but with a lot of energy. Or I guess. Ooh. Well, she's thinking a lot about the books that I think she reads them so she can try to get me to read them because she thinks that's how she could help me.
Okay. As you're inside her body, tap on her as you're tapping on yourself. She's feeling embarrassed.
She's feeling embarrassed.
I'm feeling embarrassed.
I'm feeling embarrassed.
She's got a lot of energy.
She's got a lot of energy.
I've got a lot of energy.
I've got a lot of energy.
She's thinking about the books.
She's thinking about the books.
I'm thinking about the books.
I'm thinking about the books.
She's trying to get me to read them.
She's trying to get me to read them.
I'm trying to get me to read them.
I'm trying to get me to read them.
She thinks that's how she can help me.
She thinks that's how she can help me.
I think that's how she can help me.
I think that's how she can help me.
Oh, just let it go.
Oh, just let it go.
She's not even here right now.
She's not even here right now.
It's all in my mind.
It's all in my mind.
I'm doing it to myself.
I'm doing it to myself.
I'm the director.
I'm the director.
I'm the producer.
I'm the producer.
I'm the actors.
I'm the actors.
I'm even the playwright.
I'm even the playwright.
I can change it.
I can change it.
I choose to change it.
I choose to change it.
I choose to take my power back.
I choose to take my power back.
Might rock the boat a little bit at the beginning.
I might crack the bow a little bit in the beginning.
But afterwards,
Rock. But afterwards,
things will shape up.
things will shape up.
Because I want to be her son.
Because I want to be her son.
And I want to have a good relationship with her.
I want to have a good relationship with her.
And ultimately, she wants to have a relationship with me.
And ultimately, she wants to have a good relationship with me.
Let everything else go.
Let everything else go.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out. Go to that first memory that we created, the one with that littlest version of Ken with his mom. And then go to that Christmas, the one that was on the big screen, and say peace.
Peace.
Now go back, see yourself with your mom, see what's changed, what's different.
I feel like I'm with her a bit more. Like, I'm not afraid to connect with her energy so much. And so I don't even think of hesitating about expressing my thoughts to her. Even, I mean, yeah.
What's the gift in all this?
The gift is freedom and loving and a relationship with my mom, which
Beautiful. Okay, Ken, what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to step out of your body and go on your timeline. And this time I want you to go into the future, 7 days into the future. And I want you to go down into the body of Ken of 7 days from now. And I want you to see what he's seeing, hear what he's hearing, feel what he's feeling. Give me a report back. What's happening?
he woke up and it's nice. Like the feeling of being awake and alive, and
Perfect. I want you to step out of his body, back onto your timeline, and go 1 month, 7 days into the future. Step down into the body of that Ken. See what he sees, hear what he feels, smell what he smells, taste what he tastes, and give me a report back. What's going on?
I am getting my interviews for my job, and
Cool.
also I've been hanging out with friends and new people.
I'm feeling good about it, free about it.
Yeah.
Cool. How about your mom? Do you see her anywhere in the place over there?
She's in my heart.
Okay, good, beautiful. Now step out of that, Ken. I want you to go 1 year, 1 month, 7 days into the future. Step into the Ken of that time. See what he sees, hear what he hears, feel what he feels. Tell me what's going on. Give me a report.
I'm going for a walk, and it's beautiful. The air and all the stuff going on about outside. The people being joyful.
What about you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good that I'm getting my career going and stuff. And I think I'm patching the relationship up with my mom.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And now step out of his body, back on the timeline, and go 5 years into the future. Step into the Ken of that time. See what he sees, hear what he hears, feel what he feels. Give me a report back. What's going on?
He's grown into he's grown a bit. He's grown into a man. Uh, and he feels good.
Good. What I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and live out a week in his life. So you can have all those feelings right now. Now you know that he's gained a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom in those 5 years. As you're living out that week in his life, I want you to feel him downloading all that information, all that wisdom, all that knowledge, right down into right now, right down to the level of the DNA. So you can have it already right now. You don't have to wait those 5 years, and it can be expressed naturally, easily, and effortlessly whenever you need it, without having to even think about it. Just like your nails grow without thinking, just like your heart beats without thinking, just like you breathe without thinking.
I have a pretty good stuff.
Okay. Step on out, give him a big hug. Tell him how much you can't wait to meet him in 5 years from now. I look forward to it. And coming back to your timeline, to the present day, step back into your present body. And imagine your mom right there in front of you. How's it feel now when you want to talk to her?
I feel kind of nervous. Like I have some stuff to say and stuff, you know. But I also fear that I won't be able to say anything.
Okay, feel that feeling, won't be able to say anything. How strong is it? 0 to 10?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Where do you feel it?
Where do I feel it? Here?
Here. Okay. Step into your mom's body as you see her over there. What's she feeling?
Oh, of course he's not gonna say anything. Something's. She thinks I hate her.
Okay, start tapping. She thinks I hate her.
She thinks I hate her.
I think I hate her.
I think I hate her.
All the hate.
All the hate.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it means.
Whatever it presents.
Whatever it represents.
All the sensations.
All the sensations.
All the colors.
All the colors.
All the images.
All the images.
All the memories.
All the memories.
Let it
I
go.
have nothing but
Safe, let it
love
go.
all for my
Time to let it
work.
go.
I
Time
love
for
my
me to
children.
heal. Time
We
to
get
let me
along
heal.
fine.
Time to let me heal.
Though I am
Time
an
to let us all heal. We don't need
independent
anyone who doesn't
individual, I
serve us.
love
It's
and
an old
respect these
program.
men.
It used to
I
work,
know that they
but it
wish
doesn't
to
anymore.
my
That group was
friends
so hard to keep us safe, but
simply
we didn't have
our
better
love for
tools
each
now
other
to keep us
knows
all
no
safe. I'm
bounds.
safe.
Those who
We're
work
all
with me
safe. It's
are
safe. It's safe.
hardworking and honest.
Grab your wrist. Breathe in. Blow out.
I, yeah, uh, I feel worried that she isn't with me, or like that she isn't with me. Like, even if, like, what do I mean? That, well, that she thinks that she's like projecting something and she'll interpret uh, what is it? I don't know. I guess I feel like that she's gonna go lecture me if uh, and be mad when I say something whenever I really it's just my honest thought, and I kind of wanted to get her honest thought, but instead it's like she's acting like an authority sort of, um, or not an authority, like a lecturer.
Okay. What you do is I want you to have her pretend that she's sitting right across from you. Go ahead and tell her what you need to tell her. All those things you just told me.
I feel like if we could get past communication issues, there'd be so much there. Like, uh, in my experience, or some to connect with.
Yeah. And I'm sure she's going to feel that too. Okay, Ken, in a moment, but not yet. But in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And as I do, you can slowly come back to this new reality that you just created for yourself. Reality where you have the tools to learn communication with your mom. You have the tools to help her and to help yourself to make the best relationship possible. A relation that's fulfilling, a relation that's loving, understanding, and forgiving, and accepting. A relationship where both of you benefit. Number one, knowing that all my messages to you and all your messages to your subconscious mind are going to go stronger and stronger and better with every breath you take and every beat of your heart. Number two, knowing that you faced your demons. You came out here and you did the work. You deserve the rewards. They're yours to keep forevermore. Number three, knowing that no matter what comes to life, what problems arise, your other than conscious mind will always give you the three very best, fastest solutions that will allow you to implement them and return back to being that awesome self that you were created to be. Number four, like a splash of spring water from an underground spring, refreshing your face with every drop that touches it. Number five, feeling alive, ready to thrive. Open your eyes in the rate and speed that you're willing to face this new world, this new reality that you created for yourself. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Now remember, you're still processing. Things are changing inside of you. You've created new memories. Things are rearranging.
I feel stronger. Not good, just stronger.
Good. Okay. As things surface, let them. Don't try to stuff it back. As you reveal them, you feel them. As you feel them, you heal them. Allow yourself to heal them. All the really biggies, the ones that you can't handle by yourself, write them down and we'll work on it next time. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. I'll take that as homework.
Okay. And don't forget to report back on all the good changes you've seen in your life.
Okay.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Big hugs.
Thank you. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thumb.
Don't forget, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my newsletter. The address is right down below over there. Have a great week.